All right, Joey, here in Paris, shocking, you're on a yellow bike.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about shocking, but yeah, it's. I think a lot of people assume that this is, it's like an announcement or whatever, but it's just for 3 races. As of right now, this weekend, New Zealand and Australia will be on a yellow bike, and then, obviously, ideally, the plan moving forward will be yellow for 2020, but as of right now, it's just a mutual agreement to do these races, and and that's the end of it. So we're working and trying to get things lined up. That's a whole different discussion. As of right now, I'm just excited to be here and excited to go racing and kind of get some seat time in. And yeah, it's been a little bit since. Shouldn't say a little bit, but it's nice to get a little bit of racing in before we make it all the way to January. It's from August to January is a long time. So you burn a lot of laps at the test track and the practice track. So to kind of be able to go racing in between, I think is very helpful. And hopefully all of this is for a reason. And come January, we're on the same bike, and we're able. This was all kind of preseason testing and figuring out what's good and what's not. So.
Looked like you got a camera with you. Do some vlogging on your own. And
yeah, I'm trying to do a little bit of vlogging. I'm not a very open guy, and so like when I walk around with the camera trying to talk to myself, people stare at me and it makes me a little bit uncomfortable, but I think it's good. I think I go from Paris to Dubai and Dubai to New Zealand, and then I'll come home and then back to Australia. So it's like I'm already kind of going all around, so I might as well video it, and and for people who've never been or want to see, they're more than welcome to watch it. And I think it'll be cool, and it'll be like a 3-part series. I'll be able to do the Euro trip kind of on its own, and then when I go to New Zealand, I'll do that on its own, and then going to Australia, it'll be kind of its own part. So it'll be kind of like a 3-part series, I guess. Just nothing crazy, just the wife and I on the first little bit, and then obviously I leave this weekend or Monday by myself, and she goes home. So I'll be solo on the Dubai to New Zealand trip. So it'll be something to keep me busy.
Look for it on YouTube?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but we'll have the footage, and if I make it YouTube, obviously I'll let the world know. And if not, I don't know how else I could really put it together, but most likely YouTube. But I'll let you guys know.
Have fun out there.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, Mookie, tell me what you do not want to do when you're in a foreign country.
You don't want to lose your credit card, which is what I did at Chipotle. But, I mean, that's American, so I did find it there. Obviously, that's the last thing. You don't want to lose nothing here, but I'd rather lose my credit card, wallet, phone than my passport. Because I lose my passport, then that's game over. So, but you don't want to lose anything. Lose anything here or in the States, it sucks either way. It's like that heart drop. So.
Well, you haven't been out there yet, but what do you think so far on the track?
So far, the track looks good. I mean, I've come here in years past, not in this exact stadium, but just years past, and they always made the track really fun and stuff. So for me, just looking forward just to going out there and having fun and being back here, and the fans, these French fans are awesome, and just the environment of coming back over here in the States is, like I said, it's obviously I came last year at this time I was in Spain, and now so we're back in Paris again, so it's just good to come back and see all the promoters and stuff again. I missed it last year, so it's just every time I've been over here, those guys have been treating me well.
All right, Justin, round 1 of how many races for you for the off season?
Just 2. Yeah, it was Monster Cup. I guess I consider it technically an off race, but yeah, Paris and Geneva. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, excited. I think we get like 4 minutes to do a bike test today, make sure our bike's good, and so yeah, ready for the weekend to go racing.
What do you got for a bike this weekend?
For me, good bike. I'm excited actually. We just brought my suspension, pipe, my bars and levers. Yeah, just basic stuff. I've been riding fairly stock bike at home, testing. We kind of started over, and Sergio came into house pretty much right before the Monster Cup, so we didn't have time to do any testing before that. So Monster Cup was like just kind of get the team obviously wanted to do big things, but realistically it was just a get through race unfortunately. But yeah, so we've done a lot of testing between the Monster Cup and Paris here, and we've really freed the bike up a little bit, you can say, and it's I'm excited to see how it is here. It'll be a good, I think, a test for me to see how the bike handles in race situation. I walked the track, and it's the best, the widest I've ever seen in Europe. This stadium's really big, so should be good. But yeah, pretty much stock engine. So it brought the suspension and the little parts to make me comfortable, and I think, fingers crossed, it's competitive.
How important are those extra gate drops this time of year?
I've always enjoyed it. It's 50-50. A lot of guys think it's not useful, and a lot of guys think it's useful. For me, I've always been on the side where I think it's useful. For me, it's good, and I think it's needed. And for me, this year, it's even more needed to kind of see where we're at. There's some good racers here, so it's a competitive little field, and it'll be good to get those gate drops and see the progress we've made in the couple weeks we've had.
Yeah, this is a little deeper than some of the fields we've seen here.
Yeah, I think so. I'm excited. I mean, obviously we're missing a lot of guys, but it's a race no matter what, and you got to perform. So for me, there's good competition, and the biggest thing is to see I feel good physically, so that's nice, and I just want to see where my bike's at, because we haven't been able to get there. Like I said, Monster Cup, we just got through, and we were able to do some of the bigger changes that we wanted to do in those few weeks before Paris. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting, fun one.
Good luck out there.
Thank you.
All right, Vince, Monster Energy Cup was a good outing for you, and you get another crack at some more gate drops here.
Yeah, I'm excited. I was fourth at this race last year also, so I want to be on the podium. I'm looking forward to it. We got the bike dialed. I'm feeling good. Ready to go racing.
But surprise, you were kind of a last-minute addition, right?
Yeah, it was. It was last second. So I was booked for Geneva, and I think when Zach dropped out, it was kind of a last-minute deal. I think they called me on Saturday night, Sunday morning, and booked a flight, and like, all right, let's go. So. Luckily we had suspension and everything over here already for Geneva, so pretty dialed in, and feel good. Track looks good. Go see what we got.
Yeah, you don't get full race bike here, do you? You kind of didn't have time to ship the whole thing?
Yeah, no, we didn't have time. So we're on a stock bike, which the stock Honda is really good. Got my suspension, which is obviously the key here in Supercross. So a few parts to make me comfy on the bike, and should be good enough to get the job done.
Send it.
Yeah, for sure.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Justin, first crack at racing with these guys. What do you think?
I'm excited. Practice has been going good, the test track's been feeling good. This is a fun race to do, it's just get like the bugs out a little bit and experience a gate drop, and we're doing 2 nights of Triple Crown format, so like a lot of gate drops, so it's good for us to get over here and do this. So these gates are like even more grippy than in the U.S., so if we can control the wheelie here, that gives me a little confidence going into this series. And I'm going to do 2 of these. I'm going to do Switzerland here coming up in December too. So, but man, the bike's feeling really good. I'm feeling good. I'm excited, really excited.
It was funny, we got the PR for you signing with the team right before Monster Cup, but then I see you with a headset there.
Yeah, no Monster Cup. Yeah, that was it was actually kind of a bummer because I felt so good and I was already up to the laps I needed, and me and Tony just kind of decided early on, like, that's soon, and I was still kind of coming off of my shoulder injury from the summer, and it was like, I've only got a couple weeks on any type of bike, so it's like, maybe let's just pump the brakes. But I felt so good right away. I'm like, I could be doing it, but I'm, in a way, I'm glad I didn't, just to kind of preserve, God forbid anything happened at a race like that, and then I can't move forward and do what I do this year, So, but we're here at this one. I feel as ready. I mean, I feel more ready right now than I probably felt at Anaheim, this last year. After I kind of went early and then kind of came down. And I was like, my downslope coming into that race. So I feel like I'm on the right track this time around.
Where some of the guys ride kind of stock bikes with maybe a few things bolted on, you get full race bike too.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, last year was show up with this suitcase full of parts and throw everything on, and it was okay, but it definitely wasn't. It wasn't a testing event, whereas this is going to be truthfully a testing event. Like, we're going to be able to get gate drops on what we're going to race. So, early on. I told Tony I liked what I saw last year when JB and all the guys came over, and it looked like you had a program going on and you were actually trying to get some development, some ideas moving forward. I liked that idea, so yeah, it's a good one.
Well, good luck out there.
Thank you.
All right, Jeremy, ready for a little fun in Paris?
Yeah, for sure. We're definitely excited to be here. Second race already, so yeah, just looking to get the feet wet.
How much time do you get out there on the track today?
5 laps. I guess it's all individual, like everybody, so it'll be kind of funny. Like, get to watch Chad do 5 laps, Malcolm, and everyone has to sit and watch me do 5 laps, and OJ some stuff, and Case some stuff, so it should be fun.
Little, I don't know, it's sort of like 5-lap Super Pole.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I did a couple Super Pole laps in practicing before this event, and I was like, I've never been the best to open up like from sitting and then just go boom, throw down a lap. So it should be a fun weekend.
Well, good luck out there.
Thank you.
It's like I was in the past, when you ride the Supercross in Europe is always kind of more smoother than in the US. So I was just not surprised, you can. It's like this kind of track. It's more easy to try, to case, to make a mistake because everything's more mellow. So it's not what I like, but I mean it's the way it is. And otherwise the track was good. We had a good whoop section this year, and I think it's gonna be really good to make the difference. And yeah, nice triple finish jump, nice middle double for make some whips, and feel okay. The travel was good. The jet lag is not so bad, and yeah, just cool to be there. I already went to a lot of restaurants to just eat what I miss the most, the French food, and it's really good. And yeah, just I had a good time. It's not really easy for me. I try to stay focused on the race, but everybody is expecting me to just spend time, hang out, speak, go dinner. But yeah, we are really in position where we really want to do good on this race, so I try to stay focused and stay kind of in my world alone with my wife and my trainer. So yeah, we will stay focused till Sunday night, and after enjoy some time here in France.
It's the first time we get to see the new number also.
Yeah. So for next year I have my new number, and was the first number available when the AMA called me, and they say, hey, you can decide the number, and the first number is 14. So I say yeah, let's go for that. I really like it when Kevin Windham back in the day was using this number, but I mean I don't really care about the number right now. It's just a number, it's not. I don't look really at this, but yeah, new number. The organization asked me to ride with the number 1, but I said no. Last year I didn't win. I finished second, so I don't deserve to ride with number 1. So I will wear the number 1 for Anaheim 1.
Sounds good. Hey, good luck out there.
Thank you.
But I'm guessing it's been a good bit since you raced the Paris Supercross.
Yeah, a long time. 07. But I mean, I guess the good thing is last time I raced it, I won. So, and it was in Bercy, so completely other side of the town. So, honestly surprised how big the stadium is and how awesome the track looks. You're so used to doing off-season races, and they're typically always smaller and tight, and this is huge. So, yeah, really excited actually.
Yeah, it's a little better than the old days. It was kind of super arena cross back then.
Arena cross, and it was a pretty old stadium, so the fumes, the combination of fumes, cigarette, and air horn was an amazing, interesting smell. But yeah, I think like I said, really impressed with the stadium and the newer part of Paris that we're in, and I'm excited.
You look like you're just out kind of having fun these days at this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have fun at this point, what's the use of going racing, and that's honestly it's what drives me today, and is that enjoyment of getting out and challenging yourself and trying to be the best you can be. And obviously it's a little bit not ideal situation in the fact that I hadn't really been riding as much as I would have liked, but you try to just make up with that with enthusiasm and kind of embracing where you're at and just enjoying it. And I think for me it's important to use this race. I'm in New Zealand next weekend, weekend off, and then racing in Australia. So I'm hoping that by the time I get to Oz, I'll feel like I'm right at home on a dirt bike, and and I can challenge down there. But yeah, just embracing it, having fun, enjoying it.
What's the current plan now for next year? Is it still wait and see, or are you moving ahead with something for yourself?
At this point, yeah, I mean, I'm not waiting on no phone call back from no team. So at this point, it's if you can make it happen, or should I say, if I can make it happen, for 2020, then if it makes sense, then we'll do it. I'm working really close with Mountain Motorsport. They're my biggest ally right now, and the team over there are working hard. So I think that if we can pull something off, the goal is to go racing in 2020. If it doesn't make sense and the budget's not there, then maybe at some point during the season I'll race my 250th race and head for the sunset and get ready for a four-wheel career.
Yeah, I didn't know if we were going to call it a farewell tour or farewell race or whatever.
I mean, farewell is, I feel like it kind of indicates a half-ass attempt at, waving goodbye. For me, it's about going and being competitive. That's what drives me, So I didn't know that I embrace the farewell part of it. I think that what Ricky did, he maybe did 4, 5, 6 races. I think that's more of a, farewell, because you're hitting your favorite venues and your strong points and things like that.
Pick and choose.
Exactly, and I think that as we've seen, he was really competitive. Obviously, a completely different time of his career than what I'm at. But I do plan on putting in the work and the effort and trying to come out and be competitive. I mean, it was only a short 6 months or so ago that I was able to podium this year. So, I think in the right environment, the right preparation, we can still stand on the podium. And I feel quite good, I think what I take from Monster Cup is, the little amount of effort that we had going in and how much prep I had riding the motorcycle. Though I wasn't up on the timesheets where I wanted to be, the feeling was generally quite positive. So I feel excited, and we've made progress. I've rode the bike twice since Vegas. I spent a week and a half in Spain, straight from Monster Cup, and then when I got back to Charlotte, we had about 4 days of weather. So I guess I wasn't really meant to prep much more than 2 days, so it is what it is, and I'm excited to get out there. We actually get to ride the track a little bit today, so I have that little kid in me, excited to go ride a new track, ride a new bike, and just get out there and have fun.
Got Ben along with you on the world tour?
Yeah, Ben, this is actually, I've done a lot of world tours. We technically have a ticketed flight that I booked a around the world ticket. So yeah, Charlotte, Paris, Doha, New Zealand, Australia, and then Australia back to Charlotte. So we're literally touching all the time zones and having fun. So I think for the next month it's gonna be a lot of fun. Like I said, just put the work in during the week off the motorcycle, because at this point there will be no more riding. Like the racing will be the only time I get to ride the bike, because like the logistics and all those kinds of things.
Yeah,
so
it's in a crate
yeah, exactly. My bike is in a crate going to New Zealand right now. These guys were kind enough to loan us a brand new 2020. So yeah, we brought a few bits and pieces that will hopefully make me feel at home, and do what we can do.
Good luck out there.
Thanks, appreciate it.